Hey, I'm Brian Gary, American Builder.
And I'm Paul Ricalde from Paul's Toolbox.
Paul and I met at the Artisan Summit. He lives 1,000 miles away from me, and he's here to help me on one of my projects because we walked into a situation where this isn't exactly right for a restaurant.
No,
right?
no. This is porous. We want to seal it.
Right.
And we want to make it look like marble, not this plain concrete.
Right. So we had it painted last night, and we're doing some prep right now, but we're going to make this thing shine. This is the refrigeration for this sushi restaurant that I'm redoing, and they built it into here. So we're stuck with working around the thing. So like any small job, you'll find your problems, right?
Yeah.
Paul and I ran out, got some ram board. I like it better when we're doing stone coat as it drips over the edges. It absorbs a little bit, not just running on the plastic.
And we can roll that thing over here without having bunched up, huh?
Yeah. So while you're finishing up, Paul, I will start pouring.
Get this, throw it somewhere.
So I did learn from stone coat that you gotta have a little patience with this one.
Yeah, warming it up helps. You warm it up a little bit, it makes it it's more loose and it goes down, especially on a cold day. I'll put it close to my space heater and it gets much thinner. If you hit a torch on it just a tiny bit, it'll start flowing.
You want to tell me that now, not
it's too late.
earlier? Cutting the plastic top off and then using a stick to clear it all out, it was much faster. So
That's a good tip.
either way, I'm not really rushing, I'm just...
Two biggest mistakes, right?
Right.
Not
Yeah.
having the right mixture and not mixing it enough. You want to make sure you stir this enough. That's why we use a drill on this. Your gloves, your examination gloves, I can't find them. Brian's hiding stuff on me every time I turn around.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw some pretty heavy tint in. All right, so Paul, I am mixed, brother. I am known to overmix a little bit because once in my life I undermixed, and that's just not gonna happen again. Make sure you place this over plastic or something where you know it's just gonna drip. I like to just get it out of the way. I use that quite a few times. But Paul has told me a trick about chopping it out. I'm excited to try it. I went with a bare brush into it once, and he was like, no, you gotta dip it in the mix and then do it. So don't use a dry brush, get it in there first. We are ready to pour. Action. Okay, we're just about to get started, and being the professionals that we both are, we didn't tape this area off, we just did the floor. Luckily, we have 45 minutes. Hurry up!
Yeah, there you go. That's a big plus of having stone coat material. The other ones would tack up on you so fast. All right, let's start here. A knockoff. What is this?
I don't know. I had a little problem with the tape, so I just walked away from it and I put Paul in the same corner. There's a problem in that corner, man. It was killing me.
It killed me.
It was, I just gave up.
Yeah, he walks away and pretends it's finished.
So every time we were taping this off and I had a problem, I just left and then Paul, and at the end he caught on. He starts giggling like a hyena. He's great at everything and he's got a great sense of humor. Him and I are gonna make a lot of videos together. I'm just gonna,
run
I'm not gonna
down
get crazy with it.
No, I'm gonna work with it.
I'd rather add a little bit to you.
You want to get it close to the ends? Don't go over the ends yet. We're not going to do that till we get most of this covered. Then we'll start going over the ends. Now, I'm not going to use a trowel straight up and down. You want to put this on an angle because you don't want to scrape the paint for one thing, especially when you're using it on wood or something like that. Concrete's a little more forgiving. See that trash in there? I got tricks for that. We'll pop it right out. We got a bug or something in there
Already? Good.
All right, we're gonna bring out the mighty toolbox.
Oh no.
Since Brian already stole my channel, he stole my sponsors, he might as well take my toolbox too. The guy's no good. So, the most important thing in my toolbox, or the only thing I'm giving him, is a toothbrush.
Tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why. This is the best way to get trash out of your tops. With epoxy, you have these little pieces like a little bug over here, things like that you can't get out. I'm gonna show you a couple bristles, and we have some examples, but you can't get this stuff out. Watch this. You see this right here? You can put it heavier. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just that's all right. You see? That's how easy it comes out. Everything comes off of this thing. If you got a bug, you just pluck it out. That's it. It comes right out. Hairs are the hardest thing, and you can just pluck them out like nothing. It's just that easy, guys. This is the way. I keep acetone in a little bucket, usually, and you just rinse this brush off, drop it in there, leave it, take your rag and wipe it off and go back on it again. You can get stuff all day long with this. See the bug right there? That's it.
Tips from Paul's toolbox, right? Everywhere you have a bug or a piece of hair or the paintbrush is falling apart, I've been struggling forever trying to do it, using the finger with the glove and maybe the side of the tool. Paul comes up with a toothbrush, boom, 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 pulls them all out. So tips from Paul, get a toothbrush when you're doing countertops. When we come back, we're chopping and coloring.